Well, Boomer Sooner, everybody. My name's Harry James. The Oklahoma Sooner women continue that stretch that I've been talking about the last few weeks where Sherry Cole always has a tough non-con with the continuing of the annual SEC Challenge against the 15-16 Florida team from last year. Then they go on the road to San Diego State, which went 23-9 last year. They will then come back home and play South Florida, a pretty good team that finished 24-9 last year. And, of course, we'll also preview the Oklahoma Sooners, who fished 22-9. We'll preview the OU women's non-conference schedule for this week. Coming up next, Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. Right behind me right there, is the softball team and the softball championship. See that? The softball signed by the softball team? Well, that was against the University of Florida. Now the University of Florida looks to get revenge over Oklahoma, but not on the softball diamond, but on the basketball court. Women's style. It's a team that last year for the Gators went 15-16, 5-11 in SEC play. Their head coach is Cameron Newborough. He's a 1979 grad from Madani College. They lost in the second round of the SEC championships to Florida, or to Texas A&M. I'm sorry, 67-48. And is in his first season with the Gator chops. Trying to get the Gators back to the tournament won't be easy, of course, with the team that finished just 15-16 and 5-11, but it'll help having two returning scorers in double figures, including Haley Lorenzen and Delicia Washington. Number 0. We'll start with number 1, Haley Lorenzen, who averages 11.7 points per ball game last year for the Gators, while averaging 6.0 rebounds and 1.9 assists per ball game for the Florida Gators. While the Chops also have number 0, Delicia Washington, averaging 11.1 points per game, 5.3 bounds per game, and 3.4 assists per ball game last year in Gainesville. They will then have to hit the road, against the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State, 23-9, 12-14 in the Summit League. Aaron Johnson is the HBC head ball coach, that is. He graduated from Galatias Adolfo College in 1996. They lost to University of Colorado, 81-75 in the women's NIT second round. And he is in his 18th year at South Dakota State. He also has 2 leading returning scorers from last year returning, Madison Gubert and Macy Miller, number 12. We'll start with 11, Madison Gubert, 15.3 points per ball game for her, 2.4 rebounds, and 5.0 assists per ball game for the Jackrabbits last season. While they also have number 12, Macy Miller, who averages 14.9 points per ball game, 0.6 rebounds, and 3.3 dimes per ball game for the Jacks. They will then play another team from Florida, South Florida Bulls. 24-9, 11-5 last year in the American. Their head conference. Their head coach, Jose Fernandez, is a 94 grad from Florida International. Last year, they lost in one of the many buzzer beaters, as you say, in the tournament. Their buzzer beater came in the second round of the women's NCAA tournament, 66-64, and they lost was to the University of Missouri Tigers. Coach Fernandez is in his 17th year with South Florida. Helping him keep things afloat at South Florida, again, 2 leading double-digit scorers. Number 33, Khadijah Laska and Monique Townsend are the leading scorers. She's number 2. We'll start with number 3, Takechia Laxa, averaging 19.2 points per ball game, 3.5 rebounds, and 0.8 assists per ball game for the Bulls. Well, the Bulls also have Monique Townsend, 14.7 points per ball game, 9.0 rebounds per ball game, and 1.6 assists per ball game for number 2, Monique Townsend, as she was playing for South Florida. And then, of course, you got to have my Sooners. You got to preview the Sooners, right? If you're a Sooner fan, yeah, well, you do. 22-9, 13-5 in Big 12 play. They lost 108-82 in the second round of the NCAA tournament to Washington. Their head coach is Sherry Cole. She was a 1980 grad for Oklahoma Christian, is in her 22nd season in Boomer Soonerland. Helping keep her 22nd season and get back to the NCAA tournament won't be easy, of course, but making it a little easier, again, 2 double-digit scorers. For Oklahoma, it's number 23, Maddie Manning, and number 0, Vise Pierre-Louis. We'll start with 23, Maddie Manning, who averages 12.6 points per ball game, 5.4 rebounds per ball game, and 2.1 assists per ball game for the Sooners. While they also have Vise Pierre-Louis on the other side, averaging 11.9 points per ball game, 7.9 rebounds, and 0.8 assists per ball game for Oklahoma. Alright guys, thanks for watching the preview version of women's basketball. My name's Harry James. You can find this video on my YouTube page, Boomer Sooner 1982. It will also be up on my Facebook page, Harry James Taylor, or on my Twitter account at HypeManHarry. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and as always, Boomer Sooner everybody. Take care. I'm out of here.